is Nicola. I am from Aberdeen and I have lived here all of my life. I try to think about the changes that I've seen in Aberdeen, and I guess the thing that stood out most was how much it's grown culturally over especially the last 10 years.
Salut! Mă numesc Andra, sunt din Sighetul Marmației, România, un oraș micuț în nordul țării, la graniță cu Ucraina, și sunt în Aberdeen de aproape 3 ani. Well, I came here to study. A few of my friends came here a year before I did, and they said it was okay and it was a nice place to study in, and you know, because the studies are funded by the government, I said why not. I study media at Robert Gordon University, 3rd year, actually just finished 3rd year. I think what I like most about Aberdeen is the sort of feeling of freedom it gives me, a feeling I haven't really experienced back at home, because it's a city full of different people, full of different culture. I can be the exact version of me that I want to be. What I don't like is the mentality when it comes to the alcohol consumption. I know it's part of the culture and I know it's part of, you know, the signature of Aberdeen, but I don't like the extent, you know, that to which it goes. And another thing, something different from back at home is the fact that it seems that people are more open towards you and more open-minded, but they're colder than people back at home. There isn't the same closeness between people. There isn't the same type of relationships that people have, friendships and so on. Well, the landscapes, first of all, are very, very similar. All the greenery and all the, I don't know, trees and nature, and you know, being surrounded by nature in a city, especially in a city, that's very similar to back at home. And also because Aberdeen is not such a big city, people get to know each other and they recognize you on the street. And
Kaixo, ni irati naiz, eta euskalduna naiz, Euskal Herrikoa, eta Ortuiakoa hain zuzen ere, Ortuia herri txiki bat da eta Bilbo ondoan dago. Gaur egun Eskozian bizi naiz, eta hiri batean, eta hiriaren izena Aberdeen da. Eta hau zen ere 9. hilabetea da. While I was studying, I always had the idea of going abroad after finishing my degree. So the last year, a friend of mine, Lorea, she took a grant, an Erasmus grant, and she came to Aberdeen. So I thought, oh, this is the best chance to come here and to improve my English and, you know, live abroad. So because of that, I'm here, because Lorea. But yeah. I like Aberdeen because it's like a peaceful city. It's a big city, but it's like a small village, I mean. And I like too because you have the sea, the beach, the river, so you can walk and you can be like free and doing whatever you want all the time, so that's nice. Yeah. I don't like Aberdeen sometimes because I think that it's a quite boring city. You don't have too much stuff to do like in Edinburgh or Glasgow, because you always have something to do. Here is everything more like quiet. I think that people, they spend a lot of time at home. They don't spend time on the street, and for me that is very different back home. I'm from the Basque Country. Everybody thinks like, oh, you're from Spain, so the weather is sun and party, and not. In the Basque Country it's always raining. The weather is always like this. Maybe it's a bit warmer, but no, it's not a big difference. Aberdeen, I mean, Scotland is very green, the Basque Country too. Here we have like beach and sea, so we have to, where I'm from, I live very close to the sea. So for me that's the connection. And two, I think that we are not similar or the same, but I think that Scottish people, they are very warm. And that is like back home. That make you feel comfortable always.
Daniel. I'm originally from Georgia in the United States. I've been in Aberdeen a little over 2 years. I originally came here while I was touring Scotland while I was working in the Middle East, and I just wanted to see the country because I'm mainly descended from Scottish people. Well, when I was visiting in the first place, I met the woman I ended up marrying up the street outside of the library. And we corresponded after I met her, and she came to the U.S. to see me, and then I got work back in the Middle East, and I came back over here to see her, and it all ended up that we got married here, and here I am.
So here you are, yeah, the American bagpipe player.
Right.
Yeah. How long have you been playing the bagpipes?
I've been playing for just a tad over 5 years. Always been fascinated by the sound of bagpipes.
Yeah.
And so after I left Aberdeen when I was first in Scotland, I went to Inverness and bought a set. And I basically taught myself how to play when I returned home after my contract was up in the Middle East.
The biggest changes?
The higher cost of living. Higher cost of living, higher cost of everything. Well, I like history, and so I like to see older things. I like to learn more historical points to the city, and there are many that I've not even heard yet, and things that I've not seen yet. But I generally like the architecture of all these buildings, or some of them that are very old. My wife went to King's College, and it's like, it was incorporated in 1495. That was only 3 years after Columbus landed on the United States, so which wasn't even the United States back then. So I don't like how even children are disrespectful of adults, and how a lot of people, I feel they're nonchalant, not friendly to other people like they should be. Oh, there's a big difference in the weather. But the funny thing is, I never had much of a tan before coming here. You see my tan line here? A tan line. That was always a burn line before. It gets pretty cold, but not that much colder than where I'm from. And it just rains a lot more. Rains a lot more, just little bits of rain. Not back in Georgia, it would pour, and then it'd stop. Here, it just teases you. It just